Hi there. I hope you all are doing well and have had a great weekend. I am enjoying reading your journals and your discussion board posts. It will take me another day or two to get everything done once you get it all submitted here tomorrow night. Remember, that is your first official deadline for the course. All orientation and week one assignments must be submitted by midnight tomorrow night. After that, remember that your due dates are going to move to noon on Thursdays and Mondays. So what we will be working on this week is our first major essay, which is the ad evaluation essay. So the reason that I'm focusing on advertising early on is to have us look at some of the strategies writers use when they are trying to get their points across. It's very similar to some of the strategies you will see advertisers trying to use when they are trying to sell an idea, try to sell you on a product or a service. And when we're thinking about analyzing writing, I want you to think of the writer of whatever piece you're using as a seller. In many cases, writing is persuasive. The person who is writing has a purpose, and often that purpose is to get you to believe something or agree with something. And I don't mean to make writing sound sinister or just that it's some sort of a transaction. That's not really the idea I'm going for here. But to take a familiar medium, we see this kind of how shall we call it? We see this kind of advertising all the time, right? We saw the Super Bowl, a lot of us saw the Super Bowl yesterday and some of the ads. And of course, a lot of humor was used, a lot of emotion was used. And these are all ways to get strategies to get points across to the audience. But a lot of times the strategies are going to be more subtle than that. So what we're doing here is evaluating a print advertisement. Make sure that you are using an advertisement. If you have any question about whether what you've chosen is appropriate, please send it to me. I'll be glad to talk to you about it or make suggestions for what's working or not working. But it should be a print visual advertisement. Please do not use videos or anything like that. It needs to be a still advertisement. Don't use pictures from a website. Don't use order forms. Don't use a coupon. Make sure it's actually a print advertisement. And what I ask you to do is we're going to complete this in 2 stages. And the first stage is due on this Thursday. So what you need to do is to describe the ad and analyze it. Look at how the advertiser gets the point across, what the strategies are they use, and why you believe that they use them. Now, in doing this, make sure you stay focused on the ad. Please do not get distracted and write an essay about the product, okay? The idea here is to analyze this advertisement. And we will be using these skills as we move forward. We'll use them in an essay following, where we'll do the same thing with an article. And you'll use these skills throughout the course and honestly throughout life. It's important to look at not just the message that you're being given when you are reading or watching the news or anytime you're consuming media, but to think about what is at stake here, who this person is who's giving you this information, why you should or should not trust them, why they're delivering the way they are. So to that end, I also have you this coming week read an article called Why Good Advertising Works, even when you think it doesn't. I think we often get the picture that advertising is something designed to make you immediately want to go out and buy a product or service. Sometimes that happens, but for the most part, it's, again, more subtle than that. Advertising is often something that works over time and something that sticks around in the subconscious rather than bonking you over the head and suddenly compelling you to go out and get a hamburger from Hardee's, for example. Anyway, if you have questions about the essays or the assignments, please let me know. All of the links you will need for this coming week are in the Week 2 folder. You'll notice that you've got some work due at noon on Thursday and then work due at noon next Monday. And I am working to get your stage 1 submissions back to you as quickly as possible so that you can use that feedback before you turn in the full essay. Please, please, please make sure that you look at the comments that I give you on stage 1 and use those as you finish out the draft and review everything before you submit it to the ad evaluation assignment. So I know some of you have submitted stage 1 early. I've graded some of those. I'll be getting the rest of those done pretty quickly. So again, really enjoying the journals, getting to know you a little bit and know what your experiences have been in your prior English courses. And I'm looking forward to a great semester with you all. I hope you all have a great week. As always, if you need help, email me or give me a call or let's set up a meeting. Take care.